Yeah. What the hell are you going to talk about, Hamster? What are you doing? Why are you here? I don't know. I was just listening to Colonel Sanders here. He had a stream last night, and
Trade
hey,
dress for me.
there you go. Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
because I
yeah,
outrank
yeah,
you. I probably don't outrank you. I am
yeah.
not a
You
fucking
smelled
motherfucker.
worse
I am
though.
not a sergeant. But I outrank you in life, motherfucker.
Oh God!
I outrank you in life, so you stand a parade rest for me,
Isn't this why
motherfucker.
they made YouTube?
Fuck you,
Seriously.
Frost. I'm not gonna believe you when you guys
I mean, this is why they made YouTube. This is exactly why it was created.
say that you have no fucking audio.
Mm,
Fuck you.
mm, mm. Hello, Colonel Sanders. How the hell are you?
You guys, I restarted my fucking stream last night because you
No way. Did ya? Did you want to pull out your penis?
guys convinced me that there was no audio.
He whipped out his penis and it's like, oh, did you see it? It's like, no. Must have been the lighting. I don't know.
I restarted my entire fucking stream. Fuck you.
Why'd you do that? Why? Oh my God. What time is it? 8:09. Oh, 8:09? 8:09. 25th of February, 2024, St. Louis, Missouri, USA. George Harrison's birthday today. Poor man passed away, God, 20 some years ago already. Wonderful musician, really. And it was just a few years, about 20 years after John Lennon was murdered. And somebody tried to murder George Harrison. I don't know if you knew that or not. Somebody broke into one of his houses and tried to stab the guy to death. And that was a couple of years before he got cancer. And apparently he smoked and drank a lot, whatever. So don't do that. George Harrison would be 81 today. Now, how old is Paul McCartney? Because I think George was he was the baby of the band. He was the youngest one. So it's Paul up in his mid 80s already. Jesus.
Fuck you.
Ah,
Eat a dick.
eat a dick. Eat a bag of dicks. Yes, with mayonnaise.
I ain't no bug sergeant.
Oh God.
I got invited to be a sergeant twice.
Brandon is here and Jungalore. Hello. We have the chess tournament coming up today at 2:30. This is the fundraiser for Captain Crotch Rocker, Rusty Rivers. You can see the beautiful the view of Captain Crunch there. So we are going to play chess and we're going to talk shit at each other because I suck at chess and Zombro is a chess master. And well, it should be an interesting time. Dr. Dre. I never got the hype about the Beatles. I didn't either, Dr. Dre, until I got a little older. And for whatever reason, I finally got the Beatles. And it's it's interesting because I really hated the newer Beatles, the newer stuff. Or are you rating? Rawr, results oriented is here. So I never liked the later Beatles stuff, Sergeant Pepper and all that, but I like the early stuff, Hard Day's Night and all that. And then there was like a switch flipped at some point where it's like, I don't like that older stuff. I like the new stuff. So I'm a bit of a Beatles fan. I know, I mean, I'm not a crazy person with respect to it, but I know a lot of their songs. And maybe what amazes me most about the Beatles, of course, these were young men, right? They were teens, early 20s. I think most of them were under 30 by the time the band got done. I know, well, John Lennon would have turned 40 in 1980, right 2 months before he was killed. So yeah, that was, roughly they were about 30 or less. And they put out all of this music and all this writing and all of the innovations about music production, sound production, all that. It just phenomenal shit. In that short span of time, actually is longer than most people think, but in the short span of time that they were fab was less than 7 years, right? So pretty amazing. And I mean, some of their music is crap, just like any other band, but a lot of it's pretty good. Anyway, but yeah, no, I totally agree. I wasn't a fan, then I kind of was a fan of the old, and then now I like the newer stuff. Unfortunately, like their latest one, and most people can't even remember the name of the damn song. it just faded out because it was all right, but what are you gonna do, right? SE's here. Hello. I wasn't there, Dr. Dree. I was a little too young to really appreciate the Beatles when they were out. Well, I was alive, right? But I would have been 2 or 3 years old when all that was going on. SE says Flanders is mass transport for all of the rodents in Rodenville. Flanders is your bus driver. Oh, good. Thanks, SE. Alex Monaghan is here. Good morning, Alex. And Willie Jurgen from Germany. Hello. Hello. Do it now. German beer is fine. Well, I have English beer today, so nothing yet though. Coffee is what I have.
National Guard.
Uh-huh.
So if I became an E5 or a sergeant, yeah, I would have been a buck sergeant at one time. No. Fuck no.
You didn't get to be a sergeant, Saunders? You didn't spend enough time in the military or what?
You out of your fucking mind? Fuck
Yes.
you. Fuck you.
Oh.
I already fucking have 6 children.
Oh.
Do you guys think I want to babysit your ass? And everything that they fuck up on comes down to me? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the respect. I appreciate you, but I'm not going to go to the board. I'm not going to be fucking. I'm not going to do any of that shit.
You know how wild and crazy those young men can get. Oh God, yeah, I
turned it down both times.
it.
I've been offered fucking E5 sergeant multiple times, guys. No,
Really?
I turned it down every time. Fuck you.
This Navy chick I went out with, she got to be an E5. So, of course, it's probably different in the Navy.
Fuck you. Saunders, don't be like that. Look up Air Force Buck Sergeant. No, Buck Sergeant, same in the military.
Buck
When you get your E5, if you get your E5, you're sergeant. Right? When you get it.
What you need is some eggs and bacon. It's a healthy breakfast to make your day. So I was going to I'll play Saunders here. I got to look something
You
up.
got to go through a board.
Brandon put a thing together. We're going to find it.
First sergeant, everybody else fucking like punches you in the fucking chest. All this fucking stupid shit. I'll be right back.
Oh, I've got the black theme here on my.
Hold on. Oh. Fuck you, Frost. I know my audio's good.
Jesus.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck you guys that said my audio was so bad.
Fuck you.
My stream last night, you fucking assholes. Fuck you. I appreciate you. I think it's funny, but fuck you at the same time. I'll be right back.
Fuck you. Do it.
I gotta go piss. I gotta piss, motherfuckers.
Show us your penis. Come on, man. Do it. Oh, come on. What I understand is that if Hamster wins the chess tournament today, Saunders is going to give us the full Monty on YouTube. So, hey, maybe he has an OnlyFans page. We can go there. Right? Who doesn't have an OnlyFans page? All right. Hold on here a second. There we go. All right. Let me swap to Brandon's production here. Because reasons, and I want to show it to you about the chess tournament. Okay, share this tab instead.
Today is the day. Step right up, get some bro.
Z, that's a great song. Everyone should fall in love and play the game. Everybody play the game of love.
That fairy princess Tutu with his New York Police Department sweatshirt.
That was from the album The Game by Queen, 1979. Good record.
And a balaclava. Don't forget the tiara, because he's a fairy princess. That's right. $5 pie. All the money is donated to Rusty Rivers.
Captain Crunch Crotch.
Chaos will be separate money.
So where is? I hate to be the I hate to be the AITA here. Which fucking channel is this thing happening on?
PayPal or Cash App.
Oh.
There, $5 a game, starting at 2:30 Central.
2:30 Central. So we got if you want to play some chess and get into the tournament, it's 6 hours. So go ahead. Why not? Why not?
For a good cause done by a good man. Thank you, Eric Zombro, for putting up with all this bullshit. And good luck. Because I want to see you win and not have to go through this.
I don't know. I think I'd prefer to see the tutu and the cop outfit. Oh my god, it'd be like a hybrid of the Village People, sort of. It'd be like so cool. Oh my god. All right, let's see what's fucking Brandon doing.
It's like,
go ahead.
why the fuck would I not overreact? You're a fucking bitch, like goes back and watches this
Ah,
video,
yeah.
maybe they'll get
Yeah.
something out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and there's nothing wrong with Red Pill Rage either. Hey, Megatron.
No, it's listen, it's a standard.
It's chaos for you. Do you know what the actual address is, SE? Because I tried to look up chaos for you, I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. Mystery Man is here. Ian Blades is in the building. Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, all over this great big beautiful world of ours. Oh my God! if you want to link the thing in there, SE, I know you're a busy guy, but if you could, all right, go ahead. Where'd you go? All right, I got it.
Processor.
Megatron.
That's what I don't know, dude. That's fucking aggravating. I can't. I don't know.
Can't do her.
I just came on here to bitch and
That's why we come here. Riff Rage is here. Mutiny on the Bounty. Okay, there is the link right there to Chaos. Oh, it's Chaos for You 728. So that's the chess tournament starts at 2:30 Central Time, and I think they're going to do it on a particular website. Zombro sent it to me this morning. And I'm going to have to sign up for an account here. It's called, hold on, LI Chess. Is that what it is? Yeah, LI Chess, LICHESS.org. If you want to partake in playing the game today, you know, everybody, we're going to have a good time, man. You don't want to be left out. You don't want to be left out of the fun, do you? No.
That's fair.
That's all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Does Brandon have a diamond encrusted headset? Oh my God! I didn't know he was. Oh, he's one of those. Time for a go. Jungalore, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I wish I had something more exciting prepared, but I just got out of bed, so I'm drinking coffee.
Here, RO.
Maybe when I get the beer flowing, we'll really get going.
Do what?
I said you ought to hear results oriented. He bitches all the time.
We all bitch.
I do not bitch all the time. How dare you, sir?
I mean, it's the human condition, isn't it? We just like to bitch. It's just fun. You know, how you know, overall decent our lives are. We still, oh my God. Imagine if you're in a war-torn area of the world. That's a bigger problem. Yeah.
And I do have a good relationship with my parents, although last weekend I did call my mom out on her bullshit.
Oh, you see, that right there is the reason YouTube was invented. Right there, so you can see someone blow their nose. That's perfect. There it is, right there.
And I do have a good relationship
there
with
we
my
go.
parents, although
bugs come out flying. And maybe we can convince. Maybe we can wipe something else at some point. Ian Blade says last time I played chess was at the club at school. I haven't played chess for a while. I'm familiar with the concept. I know how the pieces move. Although I had to still look up castling. Do you know what castling is? Hello, Wolf King Sigma. Good morning to you. Good to see you. So castling is where if you don't move your king or your rook, you can do one move. Now, I don't know, does that count as a move? Zombro's not here. SCE or you chess people. Is that a move? So instead of moving the board, you do a castle? Is that how that works? I guess we'll find out because Zombro is the king of chess. You going to play SCE? I don't know if you're a chess guy. I mean, like I said, I can play
last weekend I did call my mom out
I don't
on
know.
her
We'll
bullshit.
see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And there was nothing she could say.
See, women women don't get me aggravated as much as movie. Like American Pie era. So like,
Really just depends on how early the torpedoes begin to flow. Torpedoes in the fridge.
I just think like complete retarded bullshit is funny. And
I actually ordered a pizza last night too. I was really lazy, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to make chicken soup. But Hamster, it's going to be like in the 60s today in St. Louis and sunny. It's like, I know, I feel like chicken soup. I like the chickens and the noodles and everything in the soup and the carrots,
yeah,
the
dude,
broccoli.
so like
all
me
that.
and my buddies, like we
Yeah.
bought a bunch of like professional recording equipment and like recorded a bunch of retarded ass songs.
I have a professionally recorded equipment too. I was trying to play with it the other night and actually last night. And for whatever this reason, it's a Mackie 1602 something. It's cool. It's a nice unit, but fucking A, man, I must have a lot of dust because it gets into the pots and it's. So I got to get some electronics cleaner, clean that, spray it all out because some of the channels are dead, probably because they're dusty. But when it does work, it works pretty well. So
The most, you've probably heard some of them, but yeah, I got.
actually, if you're interested in something like that, there is a free software that you can download called Traction, Tracktion, Traction. And that's the software that originally came with this. And they used to charge you for it, like $75 or something. Now it's free. You can download the whole thing, fully functional. And it's got all kinds of freaking plugins and all kinds of crazy shit. So if you're into that, if you have a mixing board or you're interested in that kind of stuff, I would recommend it. Traction, Tracktion. I think it's traction.com. The only thing is the EQ is a little weird. EQ is always weird on recording equipment because you're I always find myself wanting to put too much in, and it's far better to put too little in or none, and then post produce it with EQ. But sometimes you need EQ. But yeah, you could fuck with that. I mean, it takes a real engineer, sound engineer to figure that shit out. Honestly. All right,
I got like fucking albums of them.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
I'm a weird motherfucker.
Except I usually just get drunk and then try to play songs. It doesn't work out.
And the videos don't look the way you thought.
The videos. Yeah.
Well, have you made AI pictures?
Yeah, I always just try to look at dudes.
Yeah, I tried to get some white people to be drawn by Google, but it didn't work out. Oh, let's read a couple of comments. Hello. IY fan. Chess is an apt symbol of politics right now, with the Democrats taking pieces off the board. The Republicans just letting them. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. That's perfect. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Republicans are really shitty. No matter what way you look at it, they are shitty. When they're in power, they don't do anything because they don't have enough power. And then when they're out of power, they don't do a fucking thing because they're worried about getting rid. They're bullshit. At least the Democrat, give them this, right? They have a fucking goal. They have a plan. Republicans are like, well, we don't want to piss off anybody, so we're not going to do anything. And we'll just wait till we have the presidency of the Congress. And then when they do, first 2 years of Trump, what did they do? Fight fucking Trump, didn't they? It's amazing. We could talk politics, man. That's the avatar for Poopy Butthole. Yeah, that's Chaos for You 728. We are getting prepared for the big shoe at 2:30. I might put it on my channel as well. We'll cast it at the same time. It'll be fun. Wolf King Sigma, Prairie Home Companion Hamster. You sound like Garrison Keillor. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. My God. Skelly Ton is here. Hello, Skelly. Skelly is in the building. Oh my God. Spearman. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. SCE says King's Side Castle, Queen's Side. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So you know a little bit about this. Yeah. I didn't know how it worked. But now, yeah, I kind of have an idea. Then I was looking at some of the intro moves, first moves, all out. It's fun. I mean, I can play, but I'm no nothing. I'm nothing. Sharzanabal is here. Chaos for You says we've already raised. Get this, guys, $1,110 for Rusty Rivers. That's beautiful. Man. That's fantastic. That's great. So let's raise some more money for the man here this afternoon with the tourney. So I'll have to pitch in a couple shekels here. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
$1,110.
Yeah.
36 cents.
No.
That's good, man. That's great.
No.
They don't even have my 100 or 200 in there yet. So, hey, we're going to make that jack up and go crazy. It'll be fun. This afternoon, Chaos for You. Put the link in the thing. I'll put it in the shit. Can I do it now? I'll do it later. Can I pin it in the fucking chat? I don't know. All right. Let's see here. While you're looking at
exciting Hamster viewing, I'm sure, right now with us.
Oh yeah.
All fucking
it is
showing
exciting.
our avatars.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Great. Let's see what we can find in here. Women's safety debate gets heated versus Army women. Okay. Women. All right.
Never tried that. It was like, this is like a very clear difference between using it and not using it. I've been hooked on it ever since. Alpha Brain was...
Alpha Brain, yeah.
I
Thanks,
have to
Jay.
agree with you to a point here because
Okay.
I like what you're saying in terms of, and I think a lot of women would
Oh, we got the Rolo tomato, and yeah. This is the. I was going to say sauce cast, but it's not. It's Rolo's thing they do out in
agree
Las
with me
Vegas.
that if there was quality men
Right.
that actually were true leaders, where they had their shit together, where they were building the home that you're speaking metaphorically and physically for their partner, etc., we would definitely feel, to your point earlier, more comfortable in our feminine energy and to be kind of that, supportive figure to our men to, set them up to be the leader.
Should we talk about girls, guy? Gentlemen, should we talk about a couple of chicks? Yeah. Craig Furness is here. Hello, Craig. Good to see you. What piece do you think is called a castle? It's the rook. The rook's a castle, I think. Ian, right? Yeah, I think the rook's a castle. The bishop is the bishop. The horse is the horse. Of course. No, I even have to say
So
it.
if
Problem
they did the
is-
shit that you want, then they'll lead. Then they can lead.
No, not the shit that you want, but to
Well,
create.
then what is the things that
Well,
you're
if
talking
you let me
about?
finish, sir.
Okay, Andrew, go ahead.
What I'm referring to is like you have a very, very valid point in terms of like needing a male to be kind of the safe place, the protector, the provider, the partner,
The retirement plan. Yes.
the defender, all of these things. But the problem is in today's society, those types of men are dwindling.
Yes, because you
Yeah,
all
so
go
back
for the
to my
same fucking
question
guys, you
that I asked
dumbass.
you that you didn't,
You didn't ask
answer.
me a question, actually. You just interrupted me while I was
That's
talking.
why
Go
there's
ahead.
just more
Ask you a question.
competition.
I'll ask it
didn't.
again. Here was the question that
Okay.
I asked. I said,
Okay,
what
Andrew,
would
go
that
ahead.
stuff be other than material stuff?
Okay, that's the first time you've asked me that question. First of all, I didn't say anything about material stuff.
No. I said something about material stuff because it's my question to you.
You didn't ask me a question. Sorry, but
I did ask you a question.
Oh,
What's your
God.
question?
I'll ask you again.
Okay.
Other than material shit,
Uh-huh.
what are these qualities that you think are going to make you safe?
Okay, well,
Probably
first
a
of all,
lot of things that you
I think
don't
you're making a
have.
lot of
Money is really the main thing. Yeah.
assumptions about me, which you don't know me. So in terms of,
I'm responding to what you just said.
I didn't say anything about material as
No,
material
but I think
items.
you did. That's the whole
No,
point.
she-
We're all living in a material world, and I'm a material girl. Oh my God. Special concert just for you. Yet more masculine energy from a person. Exactly. They're all this boss babe bullshit. It's, come on now. Well, but and the men suck. It's always the men, isn't it? Men always suck. Never the women.
I literally said
talked
nothing about
providing
material
a
items.
home, like emotionally. She didn't say anything about jewelry or whatever you think that she thinks.
Yes, but
No, that's what you think.
I'll tell you the non-physical
here we
things I
go.
named because I named
Jewelry.
several. I said nothing physical, by the way. I think I made
Okay. So let's hear.
one reference to a home, and I said a metaphorical
okay.
home.
So just chill out.
I'm talking about
and
being a
listen to
partner.
what I'm asking you. Okay, listen to what I'm actually asking.
Yes.
You say if we have hypermasculine men who are doing X, Y, and Z, then we'll let them lead. Okay. Other than material, what do you mean by this?
Yeah. What do you mean?
So you just phrased it better and less attacking. So what I mean by that is
Unless attacking. Oh my God. He's such a meanie.
somebody who you can rely on, that's communicative, that is when I say rely
here
on,
we
I
go.
mean like
Fuck.
if you want to talk to them, they pick up the phone. They're not
Right, because you're dealing with the top 5% of guys who use you as a sperm receptacle, and you don't like that. Oh, we get it. We get it.
ghosting for 3 days, so they're a reliable partner. They're
Well, they're busy with all the other chicks that want to fuck him. So, gee, we haven't seen this story before, have we, John? No.
partner in terms of like, if you both have jobs, you're both bringing income to the table, you're both bringing food to the table.
Except your money is not our money. Your money is your money. It's his money that's our money. Don't you know?
You're creating a trustworthy relationship. You're loyal to one another. You have respect for one another, appreciation, gratitude. There's all these incredible things that are essential for a successful relationship.
Cool.
I'm just talking about being a good friend, a good partner, a reliable, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. That's all I'm talking about.
So what puts you in the position where you think he should lead is just these qualities that you're talking about of friendship and this type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I could give you so many examples where I was in relationships where I really wanted that.
And you got a list. We know how. We can tell you've got the 1,000 cock stare, woman.
From somebody else where they were creating.
So do all these other freaking women. They think they're hiding it from us, don't they? I mean, that's the craziest thing. They think we don't know. That's the fucking that is the hilarious part.
Environment that was secure and safe, and I could rely on them and trust them. But that didn't happen. Like maybe they weren't working, they were living with their mom. They weren't showing.
That's bullshit. There's no fucking way unless he's really hot. Right?
Me that they were able to be,
See, I hear this shit all the time here as of late. There's even news stories. What do you guys think about? Oh, these men are not working, and they're not. How in the fuck are they eating then? What does that mean? Is that another code word for they're not working in positions I think they should be in? What the fuck does that mean? What man just gets to live off the teat unless you're a trust fund baby? Oh, he's home living with his mommy. You ever thought he's taking rent money and investing it? No. He's just a fucking loser. Okay, of course. Of course he is.
Kind of a torchbearer. That was me doing that, So that's.
Maybe he's working for rent. He's taking care of the house. Maybe mom can't do stuff anymore for herself. There's such a wide variety of things, but it doesn't matter. They're all losers. Right?
All I'm asking for. I'm not asking for material anything. I'm just asking for a loyal, trustworthy, reliable partner.
Who happens to be a top 10 guy, 6'4" with a big dick, lots of money, 6-pack. Yeah, we understand. See, it's always the unsettled. I just want someone who's reliable and blah 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 blah. You can find 1 million of those men tomorrow. Even though you're not my type, I'm sure there are decent men out there that would gladly give you loyalty and love. But you don't want that from those guys. You want that from a top 10 guy, right? Look at Rolo. He's going, oh fuck. Not this again.
I mean, if they're living with their mom, they're not working, those would be material conditions, right?
Yes, but she's lying about that. So
I guess in some respect, but then also not material too, in terms of just like, you out of a partner, I want someone who has goals, ambition, drive.
Oh, here we go again.
There's all.
And that equates to money, woman. You don't give a shit if he's a fucking rich guy and he wants to sit around and play video games. You don't care. You don't care. What you say is you want someone with ambition and drive because that's going to bring home the bacon and the moolah. Stop it.
All these
material.
Right. These fucking hoes are so transparent. It's not even funny anymore.
These are material conditions.
I feel like you guys are like kind of overwhelmed with the feminine energy, so you guys are just
I love
automatically
it.
attacking.
I do this for
overwhelmed with the feminine energy, so
material conditions.
I feel like you guys are like kind of overwhelmed with the feminine energy, so you guys.
Feminine energy. What are they doing? Drinking? Are they drinking in the morning here? What the hell? Dernan Iron Knuckles is here. Oh my God. Hello, Dernan. Oh, we might have to do some more of this because she looks like she's just The bitter, angry feminist. Oh God.
Just
I love
automatically
it. I love it.
attacking.
I do this
every
for-
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think
they're
So why-
They're thriving
why
in the
are they
chaos.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what that was.
Yeah. It's not an attack to criticize. It's not an attack to ask questions about certain things. It's not an attack. Although it's been redefined as, if you criticize women, you're a misogynist, you're a Nazi, you're close to HH. We know. No. Criticism is not hatred, you stupid.
We're just talking.
In terms of like the physical things that you guys are talking about, I just want to make a really clear distinction just so no one's confused. In terms of
Yeah. You mean like you? What? Roger, we've got ourselves a woman here. The hamster, he's a hater.
material things,
Yeah.
I don't need stuff. I'm not a stuff girl. I don't have purses. I'm not a stuff girl.
Well, that's good. That's a nice anecdote. So what? You've got to look at the normal distribution curve, sweetie. Okay? Be objective, not subjective.
To clarify, I mean, I'm a girl that will eat an MRE in your backyard in a camping, a tent, and I'm just as happy. So I want to clarify.
Mm-hmm. Unless he lives with her mother. Unless he lives in his mom's basement, then you won't be happy.
By material things for me are very
How about a MRE with one of those heater packs in his mom's basement? Would that make you happy? Huh?
For material things for me are, security, making sure that I'm okay, making sure like if I'm sick for a few weeks, I can take a couple weeks off work and my partner's got me. You know what I mean? Like,
just like you would treat him the same way, right? Mm-hmm.
Just being I guess in some respects that's a little bit materialism, sure, but
It's all
not
materialism.
not in the
To
way
tie
that you're
this in,
thinking.
so you understand, we're talking about materialism. Rollo brings up this point. He says, women want this security because they're the more vulnerable sex. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Potentially. Right. During pregnancy. Yeah.
So to the point of safety, it's really women haven't made it in the shade safety wise. Right. So he's probably right that this is a mental block. I mean, women used to get attacked by literal wolves, right? Like that actually happened. Their dresses would catch on fire in the 1700s and they would burn to death. Not a joke, right? Those were real safety.
Real things. Yep.
Those don't really exist anymore. So when I'm asking,
plus there's the great equalizer for women and men. It's called pew pew. Nothing like a little vitamin lead to take care of some problems.
This question,
somebody goes after you and tries to attack you. Well, probably the only reason I would ever participate in something like that if somebody was trying to kill me. Then we would have a problem.
I'm talking about the mentality of, is this
because I kind of prefer being here.
I'm unsafe.
I mean, I can't go yet because I've got beer in the fridge, don't I? Oh God, yes I do. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. There's Saunders.
Welcome, motherfuckers.
Welcome,
edition.
motherfucker.
Not so active.
All right, let's see. Is there more of this freaking podcast here? This is the new Red Pill experts. Ooh. The Emperor of Canada did one on the, Hammerhand did one. Just about everybody did one. Let's see. What is this called? Access Vegas? What was this? What was it called? Access Vegas. Where the hell did it go? Is that what it was called? Access Vegas? Wrong keyboard. Oops, 2C. He can spell. Access Vegas. Do modern women need men? Let's see here. Teacher fired for OnlyFans. I disagree with that. Russian fit. All right, we'll jump in here somewhere, see what the hell happens. Ooh! Come join us at lifeaccess.com. Sale/sloppy.
Sally, your uncle and I miss you.
Your gym membership expired.
Whoops. All right, let's jump ahead here.
The same reason why the podcast bring on nothing but a bunch of 22-year-old girls. And
they're victims. They're not adults after all. They're victims. No sound, Sanders. Oh, God. Let's just jump in here and go back a little bit. Oh, these women go on these podcasts and they're just 22. Oh, my God. They're victims. They're adults. So if they don't want to go on the podcast, then fucking don't.
And laughing and joking.
That's right.
They all were saying it laughing. Every single one of them said it with laugh and smile and joking around. I think if you actually sat them down and individually asked them in a serious setting, they would more than half of them change their answer.
Wait, I think it goes back to
I see. Because women are always victims, men are evil. Right? Women have no agency.
like a juvenile thing as well, to where it's just like, ew, boys, and then the guy's like, oh, they're so hot. So in that initial reaction of like playfulness, like, oh, ew, I don't need him. I think a lot of us initially have that.
It's also the same reason why the podcast bring on nothing but a bunch of 22-year-old girls and ask them questions that they know they haven't had life experience. Exactly.
Life experience meaning miles and miles of cock. Why is it always life experience they always refer to is more cock? More cock! Roger that. More cock. Well, if I had more experience, meaning I got more cock, well, you can see what happens to women when they get too much cock. Just saying.
They want to clown and they want to be like little kids, like, oh, you farted. They want to make fun of women. They literally want to make fun of women.
Who do you think is deliberately?
Oh, fucking wah. Well, then these women don't have to go on the whatever podcast or Fresh and Fit. They don't have to do that. You know, it's optional. They're not being forced to.
Going after 22-year-old girls.
Hold on.
Okay.
We'll get to you in a second. But
And the reason they have young-looking hot women is because that brings eyeballs to the channel. Do I even have to fucking say it? Apparently I do.
They will make fun of women who are, just tell that girl to shut up. She's 32 years old. Okay. So you rather have a 19-year-old girl, 22-year-old girl sitting here who can't answer the questions.
She can't answer the questions. She's an adult and she votes. She's legal. She can go to college, get a job, do OnlyFans, whatever the fuck she wants. And she can't answer a question because she hasn't had enough cock. What?
Properly, because she doesn't have the life experience. It's a lack of maturity.
Life experience, lack of maturity, lack of cock. Got
it's
it.
the
Not so much anymore though. Some of these 22-year-old women are out doing these old hoes here, the OG hoes.
incels that just want to troll. They want to make fun of people for getting older, as if they're not.
Yes.
Not going to get older, as if their mother doesn't get older, and they all just want to laugh at stuff.
Yeah. Well, hopefully these incel loser Nazis don't care if their mother gets older. They're looking at what they want in a partner in life. Oh God.
But if you actually sat one of these drunk girls down or asked them in a setting that wasn't leaving the club.
Oh, now they're drunk. Oh, okay. So they're drunk, have no agency, and they're naive because they haven't had a million miles of cock. Okay.
They probably just had their ass slapped 20 times and guys trying to grope them and their
Well,
friends.
here's an idea then. Don't go to those places if that bothers you. Don't go to the freaking club. Just simple. Now, should guys do these sorts of things to women in clubs? No, of course not. But are we going to be naive and say it doesn't happen every freaking night? If you're not comfortable in that environment, don't go there. I know.
That are just trying to dance and have a good time. They probably would have a different answer.
They can dance and have a good time at home. No.
A lot of situational.
Y'all don't need a man. Did anyone here say that?
Well, I was just going to say.
I don't need no man.
I think most of the girls here at this table said that they did, right?
Yeah, most of them did.
I think
none of y'all drunk. So what?
Well, no, they said they.
We
they
said
did,
we do.
We do need a man. So here's the difference.
Everyone said that though.
Almost every single person here said they.
Okay, but
as compared to all the women in the video who were drunk who said they didn't.
True enough. Yeah.
So here's the thing: proximate and
so
ultimate cause of things.
Right.
The proximate, the ultimate cause. I'm sorry, you all fucking need men. You have no idea the entire infrastructure.
I think all of us said that we did.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm just making a declaration for anybody else who's watching.
Yeah.
From a proximate cause, you don't, because a woman can get a Glock and make $300K a year and have no association with men, whatever, and not deal with a lot of stuff. I think societally, it's easier to be a woman now than a man because of some of those things that we're talking about. So approximately, maybe a woman doesn't need a man.
Riggs is in the building. Oh my God, the herpes purveyor. Thank you for coming by. Oh, here's the link. Jeez. It is annoying, SE. I understand. Well, we'll see you later at the at the chess tournament. Chaos for You channel. I'll find a link and put it somewhere. Douglas Edwards is here. Good morning. All right, let's listen to a little more of these, a little more of this garbage.
Ultimately, we all need men. You do, because all the freedoms that you have were because men were willing to be incredibly violent on your behalf. Some men who died 200 years before you were born were willing to kill other men in order for you to have that level
And
of freedom. And yeah, there were some women there. Yeah.
And look at them. It's like, oh, yeah, that's true, but that was a long time ago, and there was, women were oppressed at the time, and they couldn't fight in the revolution because, man.
Absolutely. There we go. And we have a love connection here.
But I think all the
Going green to blue.
Straight.
Green to
There's
blue.
a lot of women out there that say they don't need men, and
This is she's annoying. I'm sorry. Got the fake blonde hair and the brown. Can't they put dye on their eyebrows? I mean, how hard would that
then
be?
you
I
look at
don't
their
know.
lives, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you have a male boss. You know, your dad's sending you $200 a month. You know, there's all these men around them helping them, and I think that's one thing women really need to recognize is there's so many amazing men in your life, whether they're related by blood, whether they're your boyfriend or not. There's some man around you that's helping you out in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, a lot of a lot of men help you out, and you don't even know they exist. Garbage men, truck drivers, doctors, ambulance drivers, sewage workers, oil rig workers, people making your car, people building your house. You don't even notice them. So she's right. She's not wrong, but there's a lot more than just, oh, this guy sends me $200 a month and this big strong boss of mine. What about the guys who do everything else? And women, let's be honest, some women are in there too. You don't care.
I think
more of a class thing, really. I think
a lot of these women think it's cool to say we don't need men.
Right.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Well, it's
there
a
you go.
feminism movement.
Okay, so
I feel like it's very trendy right now
Yeah.
to say that.
well, what they really are saying, and we always have to translate, don't we? When they say, I don't need no man, they don't need one particular man, but they need everyone else. They need every man in their life, whether they know they're there or not, right? I don't need no man. I don't need one particular dude, but I do need cock. So I'll take some of them.
Like, hey, I don't need a man. Like we live in this world that I don't need a man.
Girl
I think
power.
it's-
So when we do, sometimes we do the shows and we'll ask girls to rate themselves. If the first girl says she's a 7, we get a lot of 7s and 6s and 5s and 8s. If the first girl,
This eyebrow thing, this eyelash thing.
first girl says she's a 10,
I don't get
all
it.
of them say
But that's
10s.
the 4-minute mile rule right there.
What do you mean?
You know, the first person to break
Break
the
the
4-minute
mile was
yeah.
it was 2,000 years after the mile was created, and the
Exactly.
second person was 43 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, but like that's the thing. What I found is that whenever I think a lot of these women saw other women being like, "Fuck no, I don't need men," and it just like it starts
Right.
to snowball.
No, it's not just they're seeing it. They're being indoctrinated into this bullshit. Come on now. What's this guy's name? Michael something, I think. Mike
As the men,
Sartain.
you guys see
Sartain?
that maybe men are like willing to put up with more and then like still appreciate it. Is that possible? Do you guys see that in just in
I
general?
think men put up with a lot from women.
Okay.
Absolutely.
See, now she's redeeming herself, boys. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Go with that,
I mean,
Lieutenant.
to your point earlier, you know, I do think, and I know this because
Let's get to some more red
Putting
meat here.
unemployment and 159 frank castles.
Frank Castles. There we
There
go.
are the
Also did
stats.
2
Thank
panels
you,
with
Big
all women
Mo, for
over
your
40.
contribution. Okay, well, I'm at a disadvantage here.
But those are the exceptions to the rule.
True,
right?
true.
I mean,
true.
usually that's not the case.
Well,
I
no,
understand you can
so-
walk into ambushes, things like that.
Right.
It happens.
The Lord knows I have.
Yeah.
Same.
Everybody.
But I
has
will
who's
say
a
this: when I
podcaster.
went on Dr. Phil, I did about 60 hours worth of my homework on that because I knew what I was walking into on something.
Yeah, I remember that Dr. Phil with Rolo. It's like, oh god. It's just- the clapping seals in the audience was amazing. I think I have a video on that somewhere, and Rolo's got it posted on his thing.
Something that's a little more casual, where people are saying, "Hey, why don't you come on my show?" And we're going to talk about this. I don't think I can understand how some podcast it might be that way, like maybe whatever, where it's like The Price is Right and everybody's got a costume on and they're all supposed to look at like I don't know, idiots or whatever. And I understand that, but that's the thing is that if you know that podcast, you know what you're getting into already.
Of course, it's not like it's hidden. If these women are, hey, I have this podcast. My name's Brian Atlas, and we got this podcast. I'd like you to come on. Oh, really? Okay. Aren't you gonna? First thing you're gonna do is Google or go to YouTube. It's like whatever, fine. Let's go look at that. And if you don't do that, well, I don't know what to say. Duh.
You know that we're all going to wear.
Well, but how do you know what you're getting?
We're going to look
into?
like the Red Bear and
Wait, how do you know what you're getting into?
Well, because you have to go and you have to do
Because
the
you
background
went,
on
you
it.
did the
Yeah.
research and you figured it was right.
Is it worthwhile to do?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And do your research. Do your homework. Get your shit in order because you know what questions are going to be asked. What's your body count? Blah blah blah. Tell me about feminism. Right, pretty standard format.
And I was going to say, Jesse, I
nothing
think
is hidden.
that was one of the reasons why we started the show in the first place, is because we're not trying to put women on the spot.
Which is what
We're
I said
trying
to you last
yeah,
time. I come
exactly.
on the show with you guys, not because I'm just his friend for so long, but
Mm-hmm.
because you could have a completely different of opinion or perspective, and you guys are not about
You just got the non-ass wiping nails on.
to
Okay.
make the girls sitting in
got
here
it.
feel stupid. We can disagree or agree to
Well,
disagree.
Hamster, why do they do that? It's a status symbol. That's why. I don't have to work. I don't have to do hard things because I got a pussy. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Fake nose, fake lips, fake jawline. My hamster ate my red pill. What do? Well, you just keep here. We're dispensing them on the regular, on the red pill
Disagree
hamster
or agree
show
or
thing.
whatever, but you guys don't make us feel bad for it. However,
However,
proof in the pudding, as soon as I opened my mouth, the very first question asked, the two of them died laughing. And they thought it was really funny before I could even get my sentence out. There's just a different way to manage how you come across to people and how you treat them. And for me, that's the only reason why I come on here with you
Got
guys.
it. So here's another thing. Like I
didn't laugh. It was just me.
Yeah, it was just
didn't laugh at all.
He's
Oh,
not.
my
He's
apologies.
not throwing him under the bus. I have a coaching program, so I have to be a little bit more political. These
Oh, so
guys,
you would be mean to
these
me
guys, these guys are
otherwise.
incredible,
Much
incredible
more.
content
Totally.
creators that don't have to do that. They can sit there and say exactly what they feel. They're not really concerned
See,
about sparing anyone else's
one of the
feelings.
things that you're saying is something that I think is a common complaint that women just simply don't get. I was just saying a moment ago that men and women tend to speak past each other. We just saw a video right now where women are like, yeah, men ain't shit. Fuck, we don't need no men. And then you have all these men saying, yeah, we love women. We want to get with women. You know, we need women. Women are hot, whatever it is, right? You see, what happens is you can sugarcoat things and you can put things into, you can tone police yourself. But eventually it becomes, it's not about the tone. It's about what you're imparting. It's about the content of the communication. It's about the information being related, as opposed to saying, I mean, you can sugarcoat it and make it as nice as possible, but it's still
yes, you can.
going to punch you in the face, because if it
Punch you in the face. Hello. Ramadi is here. Grinch is in the building. Hello. Godfather Ramadi. Don't forget now, play chess with us later. It'll be fun. Wolfgang Sigma. They will look like Halloween masks as they age with tattoos. I know. Where do these modern women come up with this shit? Oh, this is going to be attractive to men. I imagine it's a certain type of man. I don't know. But some of these girls are like, Jesus Christ, you're plastic fantastic.
it's
God
something that
almighty.
you disagree with that is factually true, then it's still going to have the same effect.
But I think if you, like, for example, you probably have some incredible knowledge that I would find really interesting and useful and probably change my mind on some things. But I think the way you come across is so like off-putting, where it's like,
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. No, it's what you say. The truth is the truth, bro.
I'm immediately defensive. I'm like, why are you being like that? You know,
I
like,
can tell you why.
But hold on, let me finish. What I was going to say is, like, I would love to have a conversation with you and listen to what you have to say. But just, it would be nice if you would at least try to do it from a place of education. And
I just got 4 torpedoes left. Oh no, no, my God.
you know, sharing ideas instead of
What I
like
do, stay
slam dunk.
But that's what I've been doing.
That's not how
You're
it's
right.
being
I
received.
don't feel that way.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
feel
how it's
that way.
received.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
I can tell you why. I can
That's
tell
what
all
you're
of you
saying.
why.
I don't feel that way.
No, I think
Yeah.
everybody
Look,
here at the table, I don't know, except for you, I'm not speaking for you.
They don't feel that way.
I promise you that you are definitely
two,
coming across
three,
as really
oh, no.
condescending. Andrew, can I ask
Well,
you a question?
I guess
But before
better
you
get
to that,
started.
So I can tell you why. The reason why I feel this way, because we ain't trying to smash. I mean, I can speak for myself. This is my first time in Vegas, and I ain't trying to hit nothing.
Listen, I've been in the
let me
military for a
explain
long
why.
time.
Okay, whoa. Hold on. Didn't she just say, oh, we could have a conversation, you know, blah, 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 blah. What's the first thing she does? Pushes back immediately on anything this man says, because that's the kind of fucking shit we're talking about. Well, you want to listen to what I have to say? Well, then fucking listen. Why don't you try that? Give it a go, would you?
So I can tell you why. The reason why I feel this way, because we ain't trying to smash. I mean, I can speak for myself. This is my first time in Vegas, and I
Doesn't matter what the man says. Push back immediately. Oh no, it's nothing to do with that. Really?
this way because we ain't trying to smash. I mean, I can speak for
No,
myself. This is
it's
my
not
first
even
time
that.
in Vegas, and I ain't trying to hit nothing.
Listen, I've been in the
let me
military for a
explain
long
why. Let me
time.
explain
Work with
why.
mostly
Irrelevant information, but that's good. Good.
So that makes
Let
you
me
like
explain
Spider-Man.
why.
and
No,
Amazing.
no.
Listen, I've worked with mostly men.
Guys, let's go
Let
one at a
me
time. Let's go,
explain.
David, and then Amy.
So yeah, reason why you feel like, oh, you guys are being rude and stuff like that, because there's not anything, a molecule in my veins, in my bones that wants to smash you. But the type of guys you're used to is blue pill guys that'll say anything to you and pander to you when they say, oh, you're gorgeous, you got this and this, the
Oh
blonde.
yeah, it's so terrible being a woman. Oh my God, you're such a victim. Can I touch your poopy? Can I touch your pooty? Your hoo ha? Can I get a little bit of that?
Here, they're gonna pander to you. So you're used to guys acquiescing their behaviors to get inside your drawers.
Amy,
I'm not acquiescing.
do any guys ever do that? You don't think guys ever gaslight
No,
women?
oh, of course. But here's the thing. I have been.
Okay, here's the thing. Are they going to let her speak or interrupt her?
I was in the military. Let me just tell you. I was in the military for
Interruption.
16 years. Okay. I got treated.
Yeah. Hey, Riggs, you were in the military. You know how some of these women act when they're on a ship full of 90% men in the Navy, for example. Just saying. Grinchy says, I don't care what any of these skeezers think, feel, or say. They're all useless, worthless, and soulless. Oh my God, they're demons. Look at the hatred. Look at the misogyny here with
like
Grinchy.
absolute shit most of my career. Okay. And I promise.
Fucking come on now. No.
I was in the military. Let me just tell you, I was in the military for 16 years. Okay. I got treated like absolute shit.
And that's bullshit. No, you did not. I dated a chick that was in the frigging Navy. Stop it. They're treated like fucking goddesses. Now, what she might be referring to is that, oh, I had to listen to orders and I couldn't get out of it because of my pussy pass. Maybe. But that's called being in the military. That's the way it works.
Most of my career. Okay.
Yeah.
And I promise you, there were so many men that were incredible instructors that had no intent of doing anything more with me than being an instructor.
Oh my God. They simply can't be this oblivious. Are you kidding me? Come on now, sweetheart.
That's it. You want to talk about leading? Then lead by example and give information to women that you're trying to educate or whatever. But
these men are doing that, sweetie. Here's the deal, ma'am. You don't want to hear it because you consider it an attack if somebody points out something about women that you think is unfair or a criticism. Oh my God, he's attacking those women. No, it's criticism. Here's a pointer. Here's what to do. Here's what you should avoid because of this and that. Oh my God, you just want to control women's lives. Okay.
Do it in an instructional fashion where you're not being off-putting. Do you want to have a war with women? Do you want to be disrespectful to women? Do you want us to not like you?
Women declared war on men, sweetie. Men are just forming up the the defense. And if any one of those boys goes on offense, he's evil. He's toxic. Right? Oh God, it's too easy.
I don't know what your intent is when you're coming across.
That's what I said in the beginning of the
guidance comes from a good, kind place.
Let me ask you one question.
Hold on. Guidance comes from
now, what if guidance needs to come from a more severe place? Then it's hatred of women.
Kind place, and when it's done in a demeaning fashion where it's down, like talking down and being disrespectful and rude, there's never going to be a point where we're meeting in the middle and like I'm even open to receiving the information because it's disrespectful. It's off-putting.
So the information, whether it's wrong or right, or if it's right, if it's delivered in a way you don't like it. Marines are, part of the Navy Marines. Yeah, Marines are a separate force, but I think they're under the auspices of the Navy. Yes, that is true. So Marines, that's the Those are the tough motherfuckers, and the Rangers and the Green Berets and all those guys. They're badass.
And
Did you have a father in your life?
Absolutely. I have a great
That was
relationship
a
with my
really
dad.
fucked up question.
I have a,
Oh, you can
I have
ask that.
great,
What
I have a great,
Why is that a fucked up question? What's wrong with that question? Let's listen to it again.
absolutely. I have
Your
a great
father
relationship because ever going to be a point where we're meeting in the middle and like I'm even open to receiving the information because it's disrespectful. It's off-putting.
Did you have a father in your life?
Absolutely. I have
Your
a great
father
That
was
was
relationship
a
with my
really
dad.
fucked up question.
I have
No,
a,
you can
I have
ask
a great,
that. What,
I have a
it's a
great
demographic
relationship with
question.
my dad.
Why would that be
But it's a
bad?
demographic question. You could ask. My dad died when I was in 2006. It's not. It's a demographic question.
I have a great
But
relationship.
but here's
with
the
my
thing.
dad.
No, I know where you're coming from. But the thing is, you think that he's accusing her of being this way because she didn't have a dad. But you can. But that's the point. You should be able to ask the question first.
But just the fact that you're even saying those words out loud, you're making an assumption.
No.
It's a question. And I know where she's coming from as well, because a lot of times that's a gotcha question. Oh, you're doing OnlyFans or you do corn? I bet you didn't have a relationship with. Yeah, I get where she's coming from, but you can clearly see this is a really pissed off person. She is. Look at that. Ooh, she's a strong, powerful. You go, girl, boss lady. Oh yeah.
It is
not making any
it's a
assumptions.
So this
I
is
would actually
this
love
is
to hear what you're gonna say.
Imagine if she
Yeah.
said to you, like, "Psh, what do you have a mother? What do you have a sister? Are you married?
It happens all the time. You have mommy problems. You have mommy issues, but it's perfectly fine for the women to address men in that way because they're men. But if you say, well, I think you might have some daddy, oh my God, you hate women.
But he didn't do his neck like that. Like that's the thing. You're putting emotion in a dispassionate question that he had right there. You can ask the question.
Okay, so
right?
she said to him, "Oh, are you married? Do you have a mother?"
That's fine. It's just a question. It's you're seeing a lot of things. You're inferring a lot of things from this. And I'm not saying she's 100% wrong, but come on now.
But that's not. How is that offensive? And
I wasn't offended
wouldn't
by
give
the
a fuck
question.
if someone asked me if I'm married.
serious?
No, of course not.
You don't find that offensive?
If someone asked me if I have a mother, why would I care?
Well, considering the topic of conversation and where we are, I think that's really.
I just think he was segueing into the next
Well,
part of his thing, but
Yeah.
I understand
Me
where
personally,
that
I wasn't
I
offended.
choose.
I get where she's coming from. Yeah. No, I understand her point to some degree. Even though she is obviously a radical, crazy fembot. Riff Rage is here. Hello, Riff. Seraphim is here. Oh my God, I missed you earlier. Seraphim. Don't miss the chess tournament today, and I'm sure Chaos will put the link in, or I'll find it somewhere. So live viewers, 33 people in here. Hello. Good to see you guys for an impromptu little
Choose to
thingy.
not be There's a great book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. I choose to not give a fuck if somebody says something and then later on judge them based on the content of their character. Like initially when I'm sitting there talking to somebody, they may say, man, I thought that dude might have been insulting, but I'm just going to chill and like hang out for a while. And the next thing I know, me and Andrew are friends. You see how it works? You just kind
That's that's always been my thing, is that if somebody says something that could be taken a bad way or maybe a neutral way, take it the neutral way, right? If you don't know the person, you know, it might be something, maybe that's their personality. They come off a little brusque, so to speak, a little rough, rough.
of chill out and listen, and then you find out that nobody here has any like animosity. I promise you, these two guys aren't going to take anything you say personally.
Yeah,
nothing.
And
Trust
let me explain
So
why I
the
asked
reason
it.
this
Go ahead,
happened, just so you know, is because you're engaged in a meta conversation. You're having a conversation about the conversation. I don't care about the conversation about the conversation. I care about the conversation.
All right.
So I don't care if
Okay.
it sounds bad or it sounds mean or it sounds rude or there's nothing I'm saying which is untoward. I'm just looking at the conversation itself. That's
But
it.
She's giving him the side eye here, but I don't know if it's a good side eye or not. Hey, he's married, sweetie. So
I
sorry.
disagree with that because you're doing it while also like mimicking
You're
the
still
girl.
having a meta conversation.
Nope. You're disrespectful to the girls when you're making
Here
fun
we
of their
go.
voices.
That's still a meta
not,
conversation.
No, I'm sorry, but it's nothing to do with the topic. You are
What is the
You
topic?
are moving away from
What
the topic.
is the topic?
Well,
He
right
made fun of
now,
her voice
Right now,
because
it's the
she
meta
was-
conversation is the topic.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the meta conversation. I'm interested in the
I'm
topic.
going to be interested about nothing you have to say while you're being disrespectful.
Oh,
There's nothing
God.
Going back
disrespectful
to
to
our
meta conversation.
conversation, your question to me was, did I have a great relationship with my dad? I did. I have an
Yeah.
amazing relationship with my father.
You sure he let you go into the military? So I'm just saying, thanks for your service, but I think we all, I'm sure there was a lot of service going on other than boom, boom, bing, bong, boom. How do you think Riggs got herpes? Come
He
on
lives
now.
in England. I go see him all the time. I grew up with him. He was an incredible father.
Lives in England. Okay. All
I
right.
see him all the time.
Yeah.
You're about to do something?
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
You-
So
you
the
say
reason why I asked that question is because, I mean, I do a podcast where I bring on, 6 to 8 girls a night. And what I've observed, I'm not talking about you, but what I've observed with speaking with many women is that they lack the ability to digest a man's love, right? And that man's love first comes from a father. So it may seem rude that the way I'm speaking and the way I'm conveying myself to you. It may seem rude and I'm attacking you, but I'm not attacking you. I got nothing but love for y'all. So that's why I asked that question.
Good.
Well, I think you're actually being a lot more respect. Like, I think once we kind of got to a good working rhythm, like we're fine now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the way you talk is very respectful. So I'm good. I'm good with us. Like,
Ava,
we're fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure who this man is, but I might have to find his podcast. Sounds interesting.
I have asked that question on several occasions. Like, do you have brothers? Do you have a
Yeah.
father? It
Hey,
wasn't,
but
it
I don't
wasn't-
think demographic questions
Yeah.
are like that. But if he had said, "Hey, you're acting like you don't have a father," that would be offensive because then there's additional context.
Totally, but just even asking the question is the thought and the assumption.
You got to be able.
is
You got to be
there.
able to ask questions. Now, going back to what Andrew said, he was talking about content and context. Andrew is interested in the content of the discussion. This is data moving across like a fiber optic cable. There's no emotion. You guys are interested in the content.
You're bringing emotion into it because these men are going to say things you don't like, right? Results oriented. Snap. $100 fine per pile. Oh no. Resurgence is here. Hello. Grinchy. Let's see. Okay, so she was in the military for 15 years. So fragile that words break through that. Well, Godfather, you got to understand. Women are strong and powerful. You go, girl, and they're victims and weak and pathetic at the same time. Always. It just depends. It's Schrodinger's woman. Depends on, if you observe the experiment, you get something different. Radical Rafter says women are incapable of love. They're only loyal to their emotions. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about this woman. I mean, God bless her. She served the military. Good. Thank you for serving the country. But we all know from anecdotal and even real experience that women in the military, it's a different breed of cat. Okay. Different breed. So, and we all know there's a lot of fit, horny young men in the military.
Context of the conversation, and in doing so, we never get anywhere because we're having a conversation about the conversation.
Right, it's a meta conversation.
Yes, exactly. Randy, you were going to say something, Andrew?
Yeah. Andrew, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
I do.
What's your relationship with your mom like?
I'll be respectful and not ask it.
All right. Go ahead.
You want to ask me?
Well, I was going to ask when his last relationship was and how that ended.
He's married.
Well, he's married, so. And I know there are some red pill guys out there pointing out the obvious. He married a woman with kids from another dude, and I don't know what the situation is. Maybe she was a widow. I don't know, right? But he is married to Rachel Wilson, and they seem very happy together. So, how do you control what you're attracted to? It's one of the mysteries of life.
He's married. No, he's got one. Yeah, he's got a good one at home.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Takes
Well,
care
that's
of him.
why I was wondering because it
brings him
felt,
coffee
it
and
felt
cigarettes.
like I just don't understand like where
I'm an
the
incel. Right?
And scotch and cigs and I guess he can't smoke during this one.
that wasn't an
I
assumption.
hate my mama.
Living in your mama's basement, Andrew. Oh my God, you incel loser.
No, what I was
He's
feeling
got Cheetos dust all over his face. Can't you see it?
from the way that you are speaking is that there's some kind of like hatred towards women. That's where it
Oh,
feels like there's a
God.
lot of angst
There we go.
behind the words that you're saying. And that's simply why I wanted to ask the question. I was
Sure. Yeah,
thinking
so-
in my head that it was possible
So let me respond.
that you had
just so you know.
bad
So,
interaction.
Okay, so again, Little Miss can't be wrong here. He must hate women because he says things that I don't like. Oh my God.
from my perspective, okay, I do aggressive, high-level online debates with some of the most brutal personalities you can imagine, and I beat them. The thing is like
particularly from South America.
All I'm looking at, all I'm looking.
Yeah, the guy from Brazil. What's his name? Modern Life Dating or some shit. Oh, what a good.
Looking at here.
I mean, he's so creepy. He gives creepy people a bad name. He's God, whatever his name is. Is it John Anthony Lifestyle? I mean, I don't want to, call out someone who isn't the creep from Brazil, but I think that's his name. Ew.
That's not disrespectful.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. I
All
didn't
right,
do that.
that's not disrespectful.
I wouldn't do that.
Just what I did.
Greta.
Disrespectful.
Greta, he's really good.
I would.
You didn't
Anyway,
see me do it.
the
You
seal
didn't,
clap.
you didn't see me
So
do
anyway,
it.
what I'm saying is that for me, I'm not looking for this is my meta analysis. This is what I think about what I think. This is what I think about the conversation that we're having. I'm just interested in actually what the conversation is, so we can just get into it.
I
We can figure out
agree.
what's going on.
Like this chick over here has got the yeah.
While you're telling me you're not interested in the conversation about
Don't
the
tell me how
conversation,
you feel right now,
I'm not
please.
telling you how I feel. I'm telling you exactly what you did.
Tell me how you feel.
distracted from the topic of the conversation
making you
when
feel
you
bad?
nope when you degraded
Is
when
it
you degraded the
real?
woman that you
I
were
didn't
speaking
degrade
to.
anybody. It just
you
made
did.
you feel bad because that's how you felt.
No, you made fun of someone.
Mystery Man, it's possible they could be. I don't know. I'm just jumping into this cold. I don't know what's going on. It just looked like it might be something interesting to, listen to on a Sunday morning while we're getting ready for the Rusty Rivers fundraiser at 2:30 Central Time.
Who?
All the women at the table, by the way.
Yeah, John Anthony Lifestyle, indeed, Ian. Thank you.
Several times throughout this
Go ahead
conversation.
and name
Roll
one of
the
the
tape.
insults.
When you were
I mean, it's just like, I think about the dude and it's like, I need to take a shower. It's like, oh God. He looks greasy, doesn't he? Ew.
saying when you were mimicking their voice,
After the one insulted me,
you did it multiple times. not
after
just
they
then.
insulted me,
You did it
so
multiple times.
After I was insulted.
Okay,
It's
well
just
then
it's
then
the
say
tone
that.
behind it. Like
You don't-
earlier, like
we
we're not trying to
insult
fuck
you,
with
you
you.
just gotta say it.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
You're
I'm saying
really sensitive.
why is it if
I
you
never
hit,
said
I
we
hit
could
back.
insult you.
Sounds like cats being ground up in a fucking shredder or something. Jesus Christ. Oh God, let's go back a little bit here. All right, now go ahead.
After the one insulted me.
You did it multiple times. not
After
just
they
then.
insulted me.
You did it
So,
multiple times.
After I was insulted.
Okay,
It's
well
just
then
the tone behind it. Like
Delmer White, how would Undead Chronic and the Crucible talk with a live? You know what? That's a hell of an idea. I bet that would be really interesting because I bet Andrew, being the the guy who wants to debate stuff, I bet him and Chronic there might be some fireworks there. I'll have to send a note to Chronic and say, hey, look this guy up. I think you might like it.
earlier, like we're not trying to fuck with
You're
you.
sensitive. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I'm
You're
saying
really
if you,
sensitive.
why is it if
I
you
never
hit,
said
I
we
hit
could
back?
insult you.
That's on me.
No,
not on you.
I never said we could insult you. I just said I wouldn't do that. Respectfully, I wouldn't do
Swear,
that.
every time I open my mouth, I can see like little beeps, like his.
Every
eyes
time
twitch, like, he
I
wants to,
look
like, say something
around.
bad.
Jory, give me the screen again, Jory.
Well, actually, I'm going to say the reason why.
It's possible she wrote a desk. Yeah, I don't know James. I don't know this person. I don't know who she is. But
go ahead, Laura.
The reason why
she was brutally treated though when she was in the military because she was a woman. Of course she was.
I said that in the beginning is because the moment we sat down, he stared down at me for like 20 seconds when he had an issue with the volume of the microphone and he was disrespectful to me from the jump. You can disagree with me all you want, but
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, but you're so in your head that you don't even see reality. and how you treat people at the same
Wait a minute. Whoa. Do we have twins here? Because that's the woman sitting next to Andrew, and that's the woman not sitting next to him. We got twin sisters here. Oh my God.
from
Riggs.
the jump.
Riggs.
You can disagree with me all you want, but
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, but
Yeah,
you're
looks like
so
twin
in your
sisters
head
or
that you don't
something.
even see reality. and how you
Loretta,
treat people at the
I
table.
don't know why he'd be
Sweet Loretta fans.
staring at you for
He was
20
like
seconds.
this.
But why? Like why? Like could it be the fact that
Well, Undead Chronic likes to he likes to throw back a couple cocktails during the streams. Always entertaining though. But except that one night with me and Hammer. I think Chronic he actually passed out. I mean, he doesn't do it often, but it did happen one night.
he's a Cowboys fan and he's looking at the thing behind
Absolutely
you?
not. He was
there could be
staring
some
dead
other
in my
reason.
eyes.
I'm having for 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Okay, I don't know.
The entire time that the guy was under this thing fixing the volume, and he was like,
That's what I'm saying, Dern and Iron Knuckles. Yay! Look at them Hispanic twin sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Keegan is here. Debating them is like playing chess with pigeons. They just shit on the board. Exactly. Nice comment. Good to see you, Keegan. A new guy here. Or person. Or human.
Sometimes we're just staring in a direction. Sometimes we're just staring in a direction. You know.
All right. It was very maybe
Back to your corners, everybody. Go back to your corners. We got another
It was
video.
very aggressive.
Okay,
Go
let's
for
watch
it.
this.
Here we go.
It was aggressive.
Oh God, why?
That I sat up my chair.
My husband cheated on me.
You shut the fuck up,
Princess,
lady.
is he a good provider? Yes. Does he take
Oh my God. What is
care?
this?
Yes. He cheated on me.
You should go.
It was aggressive.
Oh God, why?
That I your corners. We got another
It was
video.
very aggressive.
Okay,
Go
let's
for
watch
it.
this.
Here we go.
It was
Oh
aggressive.
God, why?
That I sat up my chair.
My husband cheated on me.
You shut the fuck up,
Princess,
lady.
is he a good provider?
Ghost Bill's here. Hello, Ghost. Jesus. All right, let's listen to the man here on the video for a minute.
Does he take good care of you? Yes. He ever disrespect you, raise his hand to you? No. Outside of this cheating, is he what you need in a man? Yes, he is. Was this thing purely sexual? Was it a hit and miss? Or is he really feeling this woman? If she tells me this was a hit and miss, go have a conversation with him about his infidelity. Let him know you do not like it. I will never tell you not to leave a man because he cheated. You want to leave him because he cheated? Go ahead and do it. But I want to ask you a question. How many men you expect to find out there who are never going to go outside that marriage at least occasionally to experience another woman? I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's not realistic to leave a good man for an oops.
Don't even look at me like that.
Yeah, no. If you make a commitment, in a marriage, woman, whatever, you don't cheat, right? You want to cheat, get the divorce, go through all the bullshit, go fuck with abandon. You see, the problem is the morality problem we have with men and women. Okay, it's not just women. You got men out there cheating, doing whatever the hell, these top shelf dudes who have the capability of doing that. They should not be doing that. And we should be shaming men and women who do that shit. See? Make shame great again.
I was staring at you for 20 seconds. I'm so angry. So Jesse sent this to me.
Because it's true.
This is beautiful. Jesse said this.
She's got some hooters. Oh my God! Why you point out that, man?
To me, it's
Good
beautiful.
segue.
Okay, ready? So, what question you want to ask here?
No, I was going to say.
Jesse, what do you think? You're the one who said this to
You're the
me.
one that sent it to us.
I didn't send it to you because I'm in agreement with it.
So you don't agree with it?
It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard
Agreeance is not really a word, but that's okay.
in my entire life.
Well, he said if you still want to leave, you can, but he's asking you
He's
to
saying
ask
that
the question.
No, he's saying to his daughter,
Mhm.
listen, if your man pays the bills and doesn't disrespect, what do you mean doesn't disrespect me? He cheated on me. Well, if the man,
Yes, they are plastic. Yeah, some men will be attracted to that shit. Oh my God, those big, luscious, giant jugs. The big
it's good to you. What do you mean good to me? He cheated on you. Well, if the man's loyal, he wasn't loyal. He cheated on you. He's contradicting himself with every bulletin point that he makes, and then also backhanded telling her, well, if you want to leave him, you can, but it's kind of silly to do that because it was an oops moment. There's so much that goes into cheating, the sneaking, the lying.
Actually, I think
all
there's
that shit.
very little that goes into cheating for men and a whole lot that goes into cheating for women. I think cheating for women
Is that
is
the debate now?
a
Are we
extremely
changing the topic?
sophisticated and complicated thing.
Are we
No,
changing
go
the
ahead. Finish your topic. Finish your point.
If getting laid was easy, 30% of young men wouldn't be virgins. It's easy for top shelf guys like this man. He's a good looking dude. He's packed. He's got money. Yeah, it's easy for him. For the rest of us, no. That's why we have 35% of men who can't get laid. I don't think it's the same number for women.
The point is that I don't agree with what he is saying, and it's almost
Can't even,
laughable
excuse me,
that this is
not even get laid. Can't even get a freaking girlfriend. That's amazing. 30%, 35% of young men can't get a fucking girlfriend. Not even talking about getting the poon.
is circulating through the internet, and that people are like, yeah, absolutely, men can't help themselves. You need to forgive your husband.
Slickster 06, being a slut is easy, being a stud takes effort. Yep.
If he steps out once in a while. What?
Got it.
Okay, Miranda, what do you think?
Oh, I was really hoping that this wouldn't come up because
My name is Miranda. I live in a veranda.
I'm very weird in my
Okay,
current
all right.
relationship. It's open, but
You're in a
not
situationship?
open.
Oh, it's Jesus, open relationship. What's the fucking point? Destiny found out that doesn't work out so well. A lot of people have found out it doesn't work out so well. Why would you even consider? What's the point?
No, I'm in a legitimate relationship.
It's open on his end and not on your end?
It's open on both ends. And
Okay.
honestly, I'm probably the one who lets him do more of what he wants to do
Okay.
versus because he's more monogamous
Uh-huh.
and I am more just like
Slore? Roger that.
I just don't care what he does as long as
Mhm.
he's safe. But he just chooses not to
Okay.
do that.
I see.
And I know it's a very
But I don't know if that's
perspective.
cheating.
So you married or you're in a relationship with Beta Bucks guy. Got it.
Though, because you know about it.
Well, what do you mean by cheating?
Like he would.
I mean, honest question: Do any of these women look attractive to you guys? Because I mean, this is just no. This is not for me. You know, we got the the fake tits, you got the plastic. You know, this one isn't terrible, but I mean, she's aging, right? And some of these other ones are like, even the Puerto Rican looking girls are like, no, I like Puerto Rican girls, but not those.
Tell you I'm not going to have sexual intercourse with other women and then does so behind your back. That would be cheating. You in an open relationship where the two of you make the decision to go ahead and have sex with someone else, that as long as you both know about it, I don't know that that's cheating.
Yeah, okay, I understand your point there. So
Yeah, too much plastic. Then again, look, these these guys are in Vegas, right? There's a lot of shit in Vegas you don't even want to know about, right? Probably.
I feel like with the cheating, I feel like it's different when there is deceit, there is deception,
Okay.
and there is a bunch of lying. Like say the reason why it's an issue is because when there could have been a conversation and there could have been communication, there was obviously a lapse in that. And then there was a moment in time where they felt like they didn't respect you enough to actually have that conversation with you.
Resurgent says, I like the fact most of them will be way pissed off about female robots because the robot's not. They have more person. There is no token ginger bitch in this one. My God, it's a shame, is what it is. That's what I'm saying.
To share with you, hey, I'm having this urge. I want to do this, or I'm
Look at the manly jaw on that woman, though.
that conversation with you.
I mean, some guys might find her attractive. I'm sure, she might be a nice lady, whatever. But it just seems to me, and I'm no expert, I'm no neurologist or biologist and shit like that. But it seems that women who do what we think these women are doing, they're doing corn and OnlyFans and whatever. There's a certain look, there's a certain harshness, there's a certain masculinity to them, as if they got a little bit too much testosterone in utero. You know what I mean? It's like the 2D40 finger thing. I wonder if we could compare their fingers, but there's too many titties in the way.
To share with you, hey, I'm having this urge. I want to do this, or I'm not feeling satisfied sexually by you. Maybe you haven't.
Come on, baby, feeling satisfied.
If you were in a monogamous relationship and the guy you were with cheated on you, came to you, told you about it, it was like a one-time thing, would you leave him?
I would.
I mean, it's always been a mystery to me. Like even looking through like music videos of the past when MTV used to play videos, they had these sort of masculine looking, hot for teacher kind of. It's like, no.
I don't just.
The same with corn, though. Maybe that's just a Hamster thing. It's a personal deal, but you watch some of these, corn films or whatever, and these fake sort of, Give me the nice, quiet librarian type. That's more like my
cut things
style.
off just because
Okay.
I like to listen to understand, and I always place myself in that individual's shoes first before I make my decision.
Got it. And remember, that individual probably has 17 times as much testosterone as you.
And that's exactly why
Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking here, but if we look at the 3D 40 thing on her hand, she's a masculine woman there. I mean, she's got a jawline like most men don't have. She's pretty harsh looking. Now, it could be plastic surgery, maybe. But how is this attractive? I don't understand.
choose to be in a semi-open relationship
Got it.
because I understand how men are.
Mm.
And I feel like when you allow them to have that space and that ability, and I'm not wagging my finger, you better not cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. You know
That's
what I
very
mean? When you're
enlightened,
not
Miranda.
giving- when you're not giving that nasty, negative, nagging energy,
Mhm.
it makes them actually respect you more and want to not cheat on you. And they're more likely to communicate with you on their urges and things like that.
Andrew says,
I know it's an
"Waiting for
interesting
this one."
perspective. Go ahead and
I
talk
actually
if
really
you
want to hear his stance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear him actually say the words marriage. Is he talking about marriage?
Yeah, his daughter,
husband.
hypothetically. His
If I had a daughter
if
and
I had
came
a
to me-
daughter and she was married, and this is what she came to me with.
Yeah. So no, there's no justification. Well, there can be justification, I guess. Internalized justification.
I'm telling you, this chick's got the hots for Andrew. I mean, look at her. Look at her. You can tell. How do you know, Hamster? You just know. You just know. She might hate him, but she is getting fucking damp with this guy. Sorry, he's married. Whoops.
And from the prism of Christian worldview, no, you're not allowed.
And he's an Orthodox Christian
Step
as
out
well,
on your
so,
wife.
yeah.
Now you can reconcile those things. So it's possible that one of the partners makes a mistake in the marriage.
So that's a
you
no.
can get help from the church, things like this, so that you can reconcile the relationship. But I don't think it should be expected inside of a marriage for either partner to step out. I don't think it's okay for a woman, for instance.
Now, the library type girls, they read a lot and they're bookish, right? And I think that's cool. You know, I like it. Unfortunately, a lot of them read fiction, which is okay to work up your vocabulary over time, but you got to read some reality once in a while. You know, what is it? Who is that? Some of those Bronte sisters, whatever. Yeah, okay, it's good. Read some real stuff.
It's to withhold sex for her husband and not have the expectation that he.
Ian Blades is on fire today. I hate you. Can I sit on your face?
I do that. But that aside, no, I don't think
It'd be a
at
hate
all
fuck, I guess,
that it's
probably.
reasonable inside of a covenant marriage to step out. I mean, that's
Drip, drip, drip.
the purpose of the marriage.
Nice. What do you think, Ava?
I actually agree with you, minus all the.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Wait.
Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally.
Andrew's got some game here, guys. She is getting wet. She is getting wet here. It's amazing. Right in front of your face. She is getting dripping wet.
I was joke. Take a joke, lady. I'm kidding.
Okay, that's complete narcissism. Don't do something to her and have her respond and then tell her to stop.
Can you just
That's
let me
complete
answer the fucking
gaslighting. Like you need to chill.
Go for it.
Would you shut up, sis? I'm honing in on this man's manliness.
I'm down. Holy shit.
Okay.
No, that's my
Tough room.
sister. Don't
Tough
touch
room.
Okay,
my
what I
car.
was saying,
we
what
can
I was
see.
saying
That's
before
it.
you interrupted me
Jesus.
is that I agree with you, minus the religious stuff.
Oh, well, what's the justification absent religion to not cheat?
Because some people believe in it and some people don't.
No. I'm asking what the justification absent religion would be not
For
to
cheating.
cheat.
For cheating. For not cheating. I'm sorry. What's the justification for not?
She's Puerto Rican, Wolfgang. Oh, those Puerto Rican women. Oh, my God.
Cheating
For not cheating, absent religion, what would the
the morality that
justification
religion gives you. What's the reason why?
How do you know, hombre? She's Puerto Rican. You can just tell. You can tell. And all the white girls back when my mama was in her teens hated the Puerto Rican girls. You know why? Because they put out. Yay!
If you've ever tried to play guitar, but your fingers
Mhm.
won't cooperate, it's not
Yeah,
your
they
fingers.
cooperate.
In fact, it doesn't have anything to do with your fingers at all.
Really? Okay. But you're playing a guitar with your fingers, so that you'd think it'd be important. It just,
Or
maybe.
your age, or whether or not you have natural talent. You
No,
see,
I have none of that. Don't worry
in
about
daily
that.
life, we use our pointer finger for almost everything,
Uh-huh.
from dialing a number to ringing a
Well,
doorbell.
this is a nice
or
refreshing
ordering for
break
But
from
when
the
you transfer
syllabus.
that same habit to the guitar,
Mhm,
it can
mhm.
unknowingly ruin your chances of ever being able to make it far. I know because after struggling to learn guitar for years, not being able to keep up with chord changes, and wrestling with my fingers to get them to do what my brain wanted them to do, I almost quit for good. Then one night I came across an old video of a classical teacher showing one weird mental trick called
chord
thinking, and it
chord
opened up
thinking.
a whole new world for me. It rekindled my passion and showed me that I really was meant to play guitar after all.
I really
since
need to get some
couldn't find
strings on
this
this
being
thing.
taught
Jesus.
anywhere else out there. That's why I made the lesson on the next page to show you how it works.
I need some new
So
strings
you
on my
can play
bass too.
guitar the way you always dreamed of.
Oh
Just
yeah, so
click
I
the
can
link on
impress
this
the
video,
girls.
and you
That's what I'm doing.
I don't know. That's just the way it's like always been done, I guess. I'm not. I don't. I'm not really sure how to answer that question.
Okay.
My parents been married forever. Like I come from
Yes, because you're Puerto Rican. They're very Catholic. Yes. Got
like
it.
a very loving, amazing family.
Hmm.
So I'm
Play Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. Well, I can do that, but hamster fingering the G string. Get out of here. Oh my God.
You think it's
Stop it.
values that your parents imparted into you? That's why it feels wrong.
yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Where did those values come
evil
from?
Pope and Catholic shit. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where do you think those values came from?
My parents?
Yeah, where do you think those values came from?
Where did they get them?
I think he's
Probably
leading you to
their
your dad.
parents.
I'm leading you to religion.
Right.
Yeah.
The values, the reason that your parents probably
but
held
there's
those.
a lot of people don't talk about religion and politics because it can be a very sensitive subject for people. So I just
Yeah, a lot more people should talk about both of them.
you can believe in not cheating on someone and not be Catholic.
No, I listen. I,
God, because God Almighty, Catholics, 10 Commandments. Oh my God, it's so restrictive. They just want to control my life. Yes. Yes. Because humans are kind of stupid. So we need a guidebook. We need some guidelines, some borderlines, some guardrails on our fucking living. That's where religion comes in. Just pointing it out.
We understand that.
we're not even
So-
disagreeing with that. I'm just saying your parents likely believed that it's no good for one to step out on the other because they have these intrinsic values which came up cross-generationally from the core religious tenets that
Look at her.
they were surrounded with. That's what their environment was based around. Their parents' environment was.
I wonder if I'm sure Andrew, and I don't know if he was a pickup artist or whatever. He's a good looking guy though. This chick she is melting at
based around that. That's what
my
he's saying. He's
God.
saying it kind of crosses the bridge, but they all come back to a moral religious foundation.
Yes, have another coffee, Wolf. It's one of those mornings.
That's the point.
I just gotta
Okay,
say,
cool.
Andrew, now I'm listening. 'Cause
Look at
now
her.
you're spitting facts and like you're being approachable.
Oh.
I'm listening now.
I'm
This is
listening,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
There you go. They all want Andrew now. Go ahead, Allie.
Now,
I mean, if you had just been nice, you
just
know,
like
but you were
all getting damp. And now they're all getting moist. Oh my God.
such a bitch.
Table, Andrew. I'm taking
sorry.
my nice comment.
Now look at her. Did you see that? I was like, bitch, this woman, this man's mine. Get the fuck out of here. I'm a Puerto Rican hottie, and I had this. Damn, Rachel. Why'd you have to find this man before I did?
Table, Andrew. I'm taking
sorry.
my nice comment right back.
Go ahead, Allie.
All right. I think that personally, humans are flawed. So
No
Tug the
shit.
mic, come a little close
Yeah.
to it. Just grab it. Pull it, bring
this
it to
one?
you. Yeah.
Are we good? Wait.
You
we
can
good?
just grab
Hello?
the base and bring it to you.
Yeah, Blondie's a mess. She claims she's in the military, treated poorly in the military. In the current century, bullshit. That is not true.
There you go.
We're close enough? Is
There
that
you
better?
go. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. I think humans are all flawed and a lot of it's situational and it depends on you
Mhm.
and your partner. But personally,
I see.
I think
Yeah.
that I would give my partner grace. And as long as things are communicated and you know, we figure things out and there's not an established pattern of behavior happening, I think that, you know, an oops is
Wolf King, you're such an evil
not
man.
acceptable, but it's you can work through it.
Okay, Loretta.
I agree with her.
Okay.
And I agree with Eva.
Sweet.
You wanna leave your baby? Let me ask you something, ladies. Do you think it's more repairable if a man cheats or if a woman cheats? Who thinks it's
Now, you see this here? What would possess this woman, who is not ugly, to destroy her body like this?
It's more repairable if a man cheats? Anybody? Yeah, men. I mean, so what we found is that when men cheat, this Dr. Buss did a study, or he referenced a study about 8 out of 10 times when a woman cheats, she falls in love with her affair partner. For men, it's about 2 or 3 out of 10 times. It's much less likely. So I see what you're saying there. And then what do you think?
Yeah, the basis of that video, because I missed a little bit of the beginning of it. It was basically he was talking about his daughter and her being married, and if the man cheated, you know, he's advising the daughter to still stay with the man. Of course, because if you don't, you increase your body count and you lower your value. So why not? That's what I would say. I also agree with his point as well. If we're talking about in a
She does not like this man. Oh God!
Context of marriage and stuff like that.
What are you supposed to be looking at, Ian? The marvelous Hamster live stream, because it's the best ever in any universe, and even aliens listen to this in a different dimension because it's the best ever.
Definitely
negative.
God. We're not promoting promiscuity in men or anything, but yeah, women shouldn't leave that relationship because.
But how would it not be a promotion?
It is.
If you're saying there's no consequence to this.
Yeah.
There's no consequence. So if you step out, your advice is, hey, stay in the marriage. After all, he's a pretty good guy, right? Or this type of thing. There's no negative consequence.
I don't know. I don't know where women come up with this stuff, where they think they have to ink in permanently all the bad things that have happened to them in their lives. I don't understand it. I really don't. It's insane to me. You know, a little chicken tattoo or something on your foot, but this whole body ink shit, I don't get it. It's crazy.
For him to do that,
I guess to some
isn't
degree
it
it's
kind of
rebellion.
promotion, promiscuity at that
No,
point?
I didn't say that there's no negative consequence for it. So you're saying pretty much that the negative consequence for that would be her leaving, right? I'm
Or
saying
something.
that.
Yes, aliens in your Uranus. Roger, aliens in Uranus. Listen to the Hamster Cast.
That's what I'm saying. That a more negative consequence would be for her because she increases her body count, which lowers her value. And not only that, then she has to go back into the dating market and try to find a more valuable man. But in generally speaking, most men are only as faithful as their options.
Here we go.
Right? So it's like, yeah, like I have a daughter. Right.
Yeah.
So I would tell my daughter the same exact thing, but I would say, well, hey, one, you want to pick a righteous man. So you want to pick a man. It's all about the man that you choose. Right. So you want to pick a man with characteristic traits that follow Christ. Right. And his morality supersedes his nature. Right. Because men will indulge in the nature. That's why the generality is that most men is only as faithful as their options because men.
Yeah, well, men shouldn't be doing that. Do we want to save the society we live in that we like? Roads, refrigerators, microwaves, internet. We got to get it under control. All of us, not just the women. Because if there weren't dudes out there slaying all these chicks, they wouldn't be getting slayed. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Viper is here. Hello, Sonic. Good to see you. All right, go ahead.
Tend to seek their nature, just like women tends to go with their nature, which is hypergamous. So yeah, in the context of what you're talking about, it's not going to benefit the woman, right? So that's not promoting what the man is doing. It's just saying that if I'm giving my daughter advice, because it was not talking about the man advice.
I'm glad, mystery man. I'm glad mine is 40, almost 41. She's through all that shit. So yeah, it's happened like a 16-year-old today. Oh God, what a fucking nightmare that would be.
So my daughter advice, I wouldn't advise her to leave her husband.
If that's true, then what would the consequence to him be for
Oh,
this
so you're
immoral
looking
action?
for a consequence
Yeah.
for his actions.
Well, it's tough. I mean, if we're if we're dealing,
I have a
Wait,
question.
wait,
I have an answer for that actually.
Go ahead.
I mean, the consequence under that is very simple. So you got two types of men. Not even two types. Let's just say a man that follows Christ and God, because that's what we're talking about, right? So there is a consequence. We know about the consequence. The consequence is in the Bible, right? So we know about these things. That meant he needs to repent from his sins, or we know where he goes. So he does have a consequence.
What if he's not religious?
Me and you both know where he goes.
Yeah, right. But what's the
it doesn't matter.
But
what
what's the
he knows.
material consequence for the immoral action? if you're saying,
I'm
look,
talking
if
about
you step
there's a
out,
spiritual
is this a proponent for divorce? I don't understand. Like what
It's not a proponent.
He's not
What I'm
promoting
trying to
it,
say
and he's
is-
saying
No. My question is, I
Yes,
want to know what Andrew's hypothetical punishment for the man would be. I'm just curious, genuinely curious.
Well, so in this case, I think that you could have church chastisement, but
Okay,
more importantly,
okay,
what
okay.
that means is community chastisement.
Got it.
You are not allowed to fuck around on your wife, right? Or brother kicks your ass, dad kicks your ass, right?
Okay.
You get, the community used to kind of keep these people in line. They used to kind of keep the enforcement protocol. This is a big problem with male and female dynamics now that I see is that there's no community backing this up. That's why I think covenant marriage is far superior to state marriage, because it gives you access to that community. It gives you access to a whole new set of ecclesiastical law, which is way better to deal with the interpersonal dynamics between men and women inside marriage. They've been doing it for 2,000 years, right?
Michael and I were
So
just talking about this earlier about how in the military Uniform Code of Military Justice, you actually get kicked out of the military, or
you can go to jail.
jail.
There's a consequence.
You can go to jail.
Though fraternization happens there far more than is, and it's all about who you know, right? But the point,
there was the one, the female pilot in, I think it was Minot, North Dakota, who was having an affair with an enlisted guy. She was an officer, right? A pilot. And even her commanding officer said, hey, you got to stop this. This is not the thing. And she got kicked out because she wouldn't stop fucking. And she had a freaking good point. It's like, well, you got generals and higher up people fucking enlisted women. Why aren't they getting kicked out? She had an interesting point. So I can't remember her name. Kelly something. She's cute. Yeah.
the point is
very
like,
cute.
I think there has to be a consequence to him too. Otherwise, I don't understand how it's not a promotion to say, look, he was at an office party. He screwed some chick who was there.
Well, the
Nothing
thing is,
happens
men
to him,
need
right?
Well, men need to enforce, those consequences.
Yes.
So then that's a different story. So
Yes.
And your prescription of what you said,
Did somebody say Darva Conger? Oh, Jesus God. Stop it. No. You guys probably don't remember. There was a show called Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? And there was this douchebag and this woman who used to be, I think, Air Force maybe. And it just was a fucking nightmare. Look up Darva Conger. Conger, if you're interested in that kind of thing. It was crazy.
Having a church back up the consequences and stuff like that, or having your brother, your uncle, your father, give consequences.
Yeah, I'm not saying in the marriage
like that.
necessarily,
Yeah. Okay.
but make it to where.
No, I mean, Ian, if that is the rule, that if you're fucking an enlisted person, you're an officer, and the rule is you get kicked out or disciplined or whatever, it should apply to both. Not just the chicks, but the men too. You're fucking the secretary, she's an E3 or something, and you're an E7 or O, whatever. It should apply the same. Oh my God, she's a woman, she's fucking an enlisted guy. What about the general? Or the colonel or whatever that's fucking the secretary? Make it the same. The punishment should be the same. Uniform. Right? But we all know how that works. And this woman who, what I've read, was a very good pilot, got chucked out of the Air Force in Minot, North Dakota. Why not Minot? Because it's 48 fucking below zero in the winter. She was out doing her thing. She was warned. She was told, hey, this is going to happen. She continued, got kicked out. But the upper guys who were doing the same thing didn't. What the fuck is that? It's not fair. It's bullshit. Anyway, go ahead.
Where he really would prefer to not do that again.
Yeah.
I mean, the big elephant in the room too, though, is like the damage it does to the relationship between the husband and the wife, right? You're chipping away at trust, you're chipping away at loyalty, you're chipping away at the leadership that you so desire.
Yeah, but I want to see it on both ends too.
100%.
So I want to see women also. So what happens right now, because it's all state endorsed marriage, is that men are getting fucked bad by when women leave. I mean, they almost universally win. I think under any type of ecclesiastical authority, it's going to be far better for men and women, because the church isn't going to be like, okay, yeah, take half his shit, and here's alimony, and here's everything else. They're not going to do it.
Right.
So I'd like to see it on both ends. You know what I mean?
I'm not so sure about that, though. Not so sure about that, Andrew, because, women are, oh my God, the poor women. It's always the same bullshit. Millennial minimalist, hello. Oh God, I watched this entire show. It was awful. Well, we're finding out. Thanks for checking in, sir.
So I am not in monogamous relationship.
Another one.
So I think I don't know how much I can say about the topic. Anyway, I think there are like two aspects to cheating.
Yeah.
First one is the actual act of a man having sex with another woman, and the second part is the fact that he lied.
Again, I'm not trying to pick on these women. I don't know them. But this blonde girl, she looks very, very masculine. So I think there's got to be something there, guys. They're into the military and they're into whatever. There's something there, guys. They got more testosterone or androgen or some shit when their mamas were pregnant. Something's not right. Or it's plastic surgery. There's that.
And having sex with another woman. And the second part is the fact that he lied to you. So if you are in a monogamous relationship, you guys kind of had this
an agreement.
An agreement that we're not like fucking with anybody else, basically. So he lied to you, and he wasn't like truthful to the agreement. He wasn't truthful to you. So yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just.
I mean, she's not unpleasant. This one. She's all right.
Just go ahead.
Sorry. I couldn't lost my thought.
I'm sorry. It occurred to me. I wanted to ask this follow up.
I was sure that you're gonna say
so.
something.
If you were actually in that situation and this happened with your daughter,
let me stretch my cheeks out so I can blow this guy in the green room.
Right. Would you go in and lay that guy out?
Well, if you're talking personally, right?
Yeah.
So me, in the way I'm handling my daughter, because I do have a daughter. Well,
she doesn't like him. Racist.
I'm gonna be very old fashioned. I'm gonna choose the man that she marries, right? So that means I'm gonna have a very high stake in that man. So I'm probably gonna know that man better than she knows that man, right? That's gonna be my job. So within that, me and that man is gonna have a relationship, right? A tight relationship.
So he's getting knocked out.
Well,
sweet Loretta fan.
Well, you it's not about a
They got to be sisters. They're identical twins. It has to be.
It's not about a knockout, but he will feel some force of action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
totally fair.
yeah. So that's why I agreed with what you said. I didn't disagree with that. But when we're speaking about the context of the conversation was talking about the woman, you flipped it over to the man. So we were just talking at two different angles. Because I was saying that the woman, she would, why would, like, if she leaves, it's like, okay, there's no benefit really for her leaving. She got to start all over.
Excuse me. Ian, I'm sure she's had lots of BBC. I don't know what her job is, but I bet it's,
now, say if that dude was, we already know, I mean, Rolo speaks about it a lot, like women tend to get alpha widowed. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if he just happens to be top G, you know what I'm saying? And then she leaves that dude. Dang, now she's really not going to be able to find another guy. She'll never be satisfied. So then she's going to be yearning for what she used to have. And then she just.
Then again, you might be right. Maybe she is getting damned.
Left that relationship. So she's never going to be happy. And also her value decreased, not only just to the world, but to her.
Yeah, I think that.
Slam that sausage home, baby.
Presupposes a lot of things, though, that I'm not necessarily willing to grant. So I'm not sure that it presupposes that she has the top dog. I'm not sure that, I would engage with a presupposition that these aren't just kind of normal people. right? Maybe this guy's just a
You
mechanic.
can say that is normal. Yeah.
Good. It was just a good-looking chick. It was a one-time fling. I'm not saying you have to destroy the entire.
Yes, millennial. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Oh, these 22-year-olds. Oh my God, they're so naive and they don't have enough cock. They're adults, so if they don't want to go on the podcast, then don't. Boom.
Marriage. In fact, you should do
Bingo.
everything you can to work on it, right? You should do everything you can to reconcile it before you make that kind of extra step, right?
Yeah.
Because you're right, it'll destroy the whole family.
Yeah.
It'll destroy kids, it'll destroy the woman, it'll destroy everything. I'm just saying that absent consequences.
Rachel, you better watch out for this one. She's a caliente from Puerto Rico.
You definitely create an incentive for her and him. So I'm like, look, for her, it's really hard to tailor consequences to women.
Not to say that Andrew would partake, because I believe he's not that kind of guy. But if he were single, he would get some hot poon tonight.
Modernity. But the one thing we do know is it's not hard to tailor consequences to men,
No, it's
right?
Well, I would say the man does, generally speaking. I would say men, the
two of
man
them.
would feel some type of
crazy.
consequences is because women are neurotic creatures, so they feel more negative emotion than men. That means that
They even have the damn same the same the same hairstyle. Yeah, it must be a twin thing. I guess they're working at Hooters or something.
he's going
I don't
to
know.
be giving him problems in that relationship if he cheats. Emotional, she's going to be draining all her emotions on that man. We all know that that happens. So the fact that you're saying that he doesn't experience any consequences, well, I would say that usually when a man lies to a woman and he cheats on that woman, and that woman happens to stay, she's bringing that up forever. So he will feel consequences to the end of time.
I mean, maybe, but you know, if you're in a religious situation, you reconciling that's going to take years. But
Yeah.
marriage is work, right? Like it takes years anyway. It's a lifelong process.
Lieutenant, what did you think?
Well, bitches do control. They do control men with their penis. They want, oh my God, I know you want this. Oh my God, look at me. I've got a vagina. Why do you think these women, modern women, hate it when red pill guys say, I don't want that MGTOW. I'm good. Well, why do you hate women? Because they can't control men who do not respond to the pussy. Pussy, pussy. Pussy, pussy. All right, we'll do a little more, then we'll do a home math. Home math is coming up.
You know, I have a really hard time with this because I was just about to get married about 5 years ago, and I was 6 weeks away from getting married, and this guy that I thought was like my best friend and like that I knew everything about him and
You're my
all of this
best
stuff. I found out he
friend.
was cheating on me the entire time we were together, which was 3 years. And it was super, super devastating for me. It like literally broke me. And so in my opinion, you know,
Who chose this man? Was it your father that said, hey, you need to get married to this guy? Was it society? Was it the army? Or the Air Force, I guess. Whatever you were in. No, you chose this guy. Didn't you? No, but I shouldn't be held to the consequences of making bad decisions. Really? Really? Okay. Well, isn't that the thing then? Women have agency, but no consequences for their stupid decisions. Got it. Got it.
at this point in my life, after what I've experienced, I would say it's a deal breaker.
I have a question. You two are in polyamorous relationships. You're in a polygynous relationship. Do you guys?
Polygynous, yes.
Not poly, just open.
Just open.
Wait,
Oh my God.
I don't. Okay.
What's it do?
Yeah.
I'm not poly. Well, poly is when you have like.
You think so, millennial? She had to go. See, she had some work, really. Well, I'm glad you noticed. I was thinking the same thing. Thanks. Don't forget to sub and like and send me money or something.
Like girlfriends.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
monogamy between multiple people. Okay.
Okay. So what my
It's a
question
destiny
is your
situation.
alternative
Okay.
your alternative decision, did it come from you having a realization, your words, about men's nature? Is that why you've come to the different type of relationship?
Well, first of all, I'm bisexual.
Okay.
So
You are not incorrect, what is it? Millennial minimalist. Yes. Yes. Yes, you are correct. Okay. She's in an open polygamy.
I love men and I love women.
I'm sorry, sweetie. The lieutenant. That's not normal. That's not normal. Sweetie, you did.
Women.
Yeah.
So I needed to find the kind of relationship that
You know, when she was probably, 17, 18, she was probably a good looking chick. What the fuck happened? Where did all this plastic come from?
would work
Got it.
for me. And then my husband now, when I met him, he was like, hey, I think in my nature right now, I wouldn't want to be in a monogamous relationship.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you that straight away right now. And I was like, that's perfect. Like, that's a perfect thing for me. Because, like, together we can do.
I asked this question before, and I'll ask it real quick again. Then we'll go on to home math, and then we're going to wrap it up. Get ready for the, chess tournament coming up. Who finds this attractive? I don't know. I have no idea.
Things are happening. We may be approaching the exhaustion phase of the liberation cycle. This woman may have accidentally discovered.
Now, what's wrong with this woman here? Maybe nothing. She might be nice. Why do you women insist on having a goddamn bull ring in your fucking nose? Do they think this makes them more attractive? Where do they come up with this shit? Well, she's cute, blonde hair, nice blue eyes, whatever. Oh, let's get the bull ring. Because,
discovered morality as a result of her behavior. Let's take a closer look.
If we all collectively ignore men, stop dating, stop giving them any time of day, not chatting with men, not flirting with men, not kissing, not being intimate with men, do you think they will all come around and start doing like courtship and stuff? I would.
No. That'd be a big no because you've already had 1,000 miles of cock. So it's a little bit too late for you, sweetheart. Well, let's hear what Homath has to say.
To see this being done in a trial.
Well, good news. We already had a trial. It was called Civilization, and it's gone now.
That was a great line. I love that. Go ahead.
You said that you didn't like it because you couldn't be naked outside all the time, and now you can, and I guess you don't like that either since you're being treated as a commodity. This idea that you're expressing, what if we don't just throw ourselves at men all the time? We used to call that gender roles. You said they were oppressive. You wanted to make progress by becoming liberated so you could do whatever you wanted, and it didn't turn out to be much fun for you, which we kind of told you already.
These men are having a new girl every day.
She means these men,
not people below the 8. Got it. Okay. Do it.
Not these.
There is no shortage of women giving men a chance.
There's a pretty big shortage right here.
So
Yep.
if we all just don't talk to them.
Right, we used to make you do that and there was a whole thing about it.
I'm really curious in what happened.
You don't need to be. We would build stuff and be safe and have families and kids and stuff. Or you could keep saying, give me everything for free.
Because I'm oppressed. I'm a strong, independent woman, boss man. I'm still oppressed. Evil man.
And let me do whatever I want all the time and deal with the consequences. It's really up to you. We can't make these things happen anymore. So yeah, congratulations on figuring out how civilization works. It is a little bit late though.
I do love
urgent
those
message for all
excuse
those
me. I do love those girls with the hair up there. Oh. Women, excuse me. I don't want to. I don't want to be like Voosh and
with herpes virus.
be accused of,
Deep in the heart of a sleepy village on the edge of the Moroccan desert.
All right, we'll try it one more time. I'll play it all the way through without saying anything. All right, go ahead.
Big things are happening. We may be approaching the exhaustion phase of the liberation cycle. This woman may have accidentally discovered morality as a result of her behavior. Let's take a closer look.
If we all collectively ignore men, stop dating, stop giving them any time of day, not chatting with men, not flirting with men, not kissing, not being intimate with men, do you think they will all come around and start doing like courtship and stuff?
So I lied because I am interrupting. Let's see now. Don't interact with men. Don't do this and don't do that. Well, my golly, gee whiz, holy shit. The sands of Oklahoma spraying red in the air, tumbleweeds. What if men did that? What if men said, this is not acceptable. The product you're providing is unacceptable. I don't want that. So I'm going to ignore. I'm going to do my own thing and not interact with women because it's too crazy. What happens when that happens? Well, the men who decide to do this same thing that this woman is saying we should do are terrorists, Nazis. They are aliens ready to destroy the world because they're evil Christian nationalists, white people. So I guess if a woman, cute woman from Norway or whatever, if she says, hey, we shouldn't date these people, we should just ignore them, perfectly fine. It's good. No, that's you be a strong woman, boss babe. But if men say that, if men say, no, we don't want anything to do with this, it's toxic. Isn't that interesting?
I would like to see this being done in a trial.
Well, good news.
Except if men do it. Can we be honest? Can we? Yes, we can.
You already had a trial. It was called Civilization, and it's gone now. You said that you didn't like it because you couldn't be naked outside all the time, and now you can, and I guess you don't like that either since you're being treated as a commodity. This idea that you're expressing, what if we don't just throw ourselves at men all the time? We used to call that gender roles. You said they were oppressive. You wanted to make progress by becoming liberated so you could do whatever you wanted, and it didn't turn out to be much fun for you, which we kind of told you already.
These men are having a new girl every day.
She means these men.
Yeah, she doesn't. She obviously doesn't mean us, does she?
Not these.
There is no shortage of women giving men a chance.
There's a pretty big shortage right here.
So,
Yeah, you think she cares? Really? You think she cares? Well, these other guys that I never noticed, well, they should get some loving too. No. Nope.
If we all just don't talk to them.
Right, we used to make you do that, and there was a whole thing about it.
I'm really curious in what happened.
You don't need to be. We would build stuff and
I
be
guess
safe and have families and kids and stuff. Or
no, we don't want that. No, that's terrible.
You could keep saying, give me everything for free and let me
give me everything for free.
Do whatever I want all the time and deal with the consequences. It's really up to you. We can't make these things happen anymore. So yeah, congratulations.
Gotta say she's a nice looking girl, but what are you gonna do? When women say it, when women do it, when women want it, it's perfectly acceptable, and it's the response to the patriarchy. Oh my God, those evil men. For thousands and millions of fucking years, they kept women in their fucking... But if men say the same thing, we don't want to deal with this. No, we're just going to do our own thing. We're going to be monks. We're going to not pay for your dates and your goddamn wines and all this bullshit because we feel we're being used. You don't really care about us. You just want a free fucking meal. If men say that, that's misogyny. It's a crazy fucking world we live in, eh? All right, don't miss the chess match at 2:20 or 2:30 Central Time with Chaos for You. Link somewhere in the chat here, and I'll put it up in the thing. Good to see you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show, and let's talk soon. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.